Ibiza might be famed for its nightlife in the likes of San Antonio and Playa d'Embosa, but there's so much more on offer here, with beautiful whitewashed towns, over 50 beaches to explore, and plenty of areas to suit every mood on the island. So in this quick overview, we're going to be checking out some of the best places to stay and visit, depending on what kind of holiday you're looking for. And after arriving at Ibiza Airport and picking up a car hire, me and the videographer, otherwise known as my little brother Ed, headed clockwise around the island, starting at Cala Tarida and the southwest coast.
Cala Tarida and the family-friendly southwest coast has some of the most beautiful sandy coves on the island. It's nicely tucked away from the nearby and busy resorts of San Antonio. And with it being on the west coast, everything's geared up to make the most out of Ibiza's spectacular sunsets.
It's ideal if you're looking for a peaceful resort with just a handful of quality hotels, bars and restaurants. Next up, we headed north to the very popular San Antonio Bay.
Suitable for all kinds of holidays, San Antonio Bay is one of the best places on the island to catch the sunsets. There's a fairly chilled out vibe here, but it's just down the road from the nightlife in San Antonio town. So keep that in mind if that's something you're looking to experience or avoid altogether.
There's a huge range of hotels and accommodation here, and it's largely aimed at families looking for an affordable break. But if you want to be close to the famous nightlife and sunsets, whilst having a more peaceful base during the day, San Antonio Bay might just be the one for you. Just up the road is the lively resort of San Antonio town. Set in a beautiful open bay, San Antonio is an attractive town packed with younger partygoers, especially when the season is in full flow. It's home to the Sunset Strip with famous bars like Mambo's and Cafe Del Mar, where everyone settles in to enjoy the best sunsets on the island. As with all the big nightlife spots, drinks are extortionate, but there's plenty of people hanging around with their own supplies too, and it makes for a great atmosphere. Accommodation comes at a reasonable price however, and the average age of people staying here tends to span between 18 and 30, where partying is the focus. But if that's not you, it's still worth considering for an hour or two at least. From there, we drove north to the more remote and scenic end of Ibiza.
Situated on the north coast of the island, Puerto de San Miguel is a popular small resort with families and those looking for a holiday on the quieter side of Ibiza.
There are a good number of hotels and apartments lining the beach and built into the pine-covered cliffs with stunning sea views. Next up, we headed across to the most northern point of the island.
Tucked away in the scenic northern corner of the island, Portinats is set around a bay of sparkling waters and beautiful beaches. Expect peace and quiet here during the day, but there's plenty happening in the evenings, and it's a popular place for families and couples.
If you're looking for the best of both worlds whilst being well away from the younger party crowd, Portinats is a paradise town, and there's plenty of hotels that are nicely contained within walking distance of the bars and restaurants. Next up, we headed down towards the east coast.
Playa Escana is situated on the east coast of the island. The working harbour is overlooked by palm trees, beach bars and great value waterfront restaurants serving up fresh fish and tapas. exactly what you want in this more slow-paced part of the island.
You'll find plenty of hotels and apartments here, all reasonably priced and well located, as well as a great choice of bars and restaurants. Santa Eulalia is a beautiful town and resort on the east coast of the island. There's a thriving all year round community here, and it's particularly well known for its bustling restaurants in the centre, wide sweeping beach and lively promenade. In fact, Santa Eulalia has a long established reputation as the island's gastronomical and cultural centre, and there's a great mix of locals and tourists. There's plenty of nice bars here too, but the nightlife is generally more laid back compared to the party hubs. The choice of hotels in and around town itself is excellent, and you'll find a whole range of options to suit any budget. Just a few miles down the road from here is Cala Longa.
Cala Longa is an attractive bay with a lovely sandy beach. It's primarily a family-focused resort with great swimming for all ages.
The weather wasn't great when we visited, but it's a classic family-friendly kind of place, and despite being one of the smaller resorts on the island, there's a great choice of accommodation options ranging from budget to luxury hotels. And with it being situated between Santa Eulalia and Ibiza town, you can see why it's a popular choice.
Ibiza town is the heart and soul of the island. This stylish capital comes with a fortified old quarter, topped with a castle and cathedral set against a spectacular harbour. It's also the place to be for museums, shopping and some of the best restaurants, cafes, bars and nightclubs, attracting a wide range of visitors.
There are a couple of hotels in the capital, but these tend to be very expensive. That said, just outside you'll find a wide range of accommodation options within easy walking distance of the action. Further down is the popular spot of Figurates, offering even better value accommodation and still within walking distance to the city. Expect a family-friendly beach scored with restaurants, bars and local craft stalls. But perhaps best of all is its location, close to the airport and nestled between the capital and Ibiza's most popular resort of all, Playa d'Embossa. Not that you would think it was the island's most popular resort from these clips. We arrived in mid-April, just before the season was about to properly kick off, so the vast majority of Playa d'Embossa was just getting ready for the influx of travellers. It boasts the longest beach, has the most hotels and beach bars on the island, and it clearly wasn't worth being fully open for business just yet. Come in season and expect this place to be lively all day with families and adults alike. By night, however, Playa d'Embossa becomes the focus of the island's clubbing crowd, with super clubs like Ushuaia taking centre stage. And that concludes our quick overview of Ibiza, including some of the best places to stay and visit on the island. If you've made it this far, hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the like button and subscribe. There's plenty more to come. And if you've got any questions or have anything to add, feel free to leave a comment below and we'll get back to you. Thanks for watching. Until next time.